Hello there, my name's Claire and you're watching Stitchum, so thank you so much for joining me today for another video. Now today's video is all about the wonderful sewing challenge, #SewYellowForEndo24. Now this is being hosted by the wonderful Jess from Sew What If I Sew, and I believe this is the 4th year of this challenge, and each year it kind of gets bigger and better and more awareness spread for endometriosis. Now, endometriosis is a condition that affects 1 in 10 women and can be really debilitating, causing immense pain and all sorts of other kind of issues that go alongside that. Now, I'm grateful that I do not suffer myself from endometriosis, although I have had other gynecological problems in the past, and I also have some family members who suffer from the condition. So it is a condition, and raising awareness is sort of something that's quite close to my heart. So I'm going to be talking all about what I've got planned for Sew Yellow for Endo. So what is Sew Yellow for Endo? Hopefully you have seen the lovely Jess's video. If not, please do go and have a watch of that as well. And I believe Tamlin from Sewn on the Time was yesterday as well, so do check out her video too. And the idea behind the challenge is that you sew something yellow or partially yellow. I know that yellow can be a difficult colour to wear if it's just in its sole form, but obviously there are different shades of yellow, so you can go right through from a very pale yellow right through to kind of a mustard colour, but also it can just contain yellow, so it can be an element. The idea is that you could sew a clothing item, it could be an accessory, it could be for you, it could be for friends, it could be for family, it could be for your pet. It's open for interpretation from that point of view. The idea is just to sew something yellow or partially yellow, and to raise awareness of endometriosis. Also, please make a small donation of about £1 or above, if you have more, to Jess's Just Giving page, which goes towards Endometriosis UK. So those are the general gist of things. The other thing that's happening this year that has happened in the past is that Jess is doing several Instagram lives with different people, maybe that they are suffer from the condition, or perhaps they are from a medical background, etc., just talking through. So do check out those. And a new thing that is happening this year is that Jess is running a sort of a live event as well. Now that's being hosted in London at Sew Me Sunshine, which is a fabric company based in London. It's on the 23rd of March, which is the same day as the Stitch Festival, and so it's happening a bit later on the day. I think it's between 4 and 7. There is a ticket price associated with that, but a large portion of that price goes towards the Just Giving page as a charitable donation, and then a small amount just to kind of cover some overheads, but it's not a massive amount. I think it's something like £7.50 a ticket. I don't know whether there's any left at this stage, but do head over to Jess's Instagram and there'll be a link on how to get hold of one of those tickets if you are after. And I think the idea with that is, again, to wear something yellow or partially yellow to that event. So what am I up to for my ideas for this? Now I've got several fabrics that I've picked out of my stash. Now I'm trying to be really good and not buy too much fabric of late. I don't have a massive stash, but I don't have a huge amount of space to store my fabric, and so I can feel a little bit overwhelmed if I get too much. So I've gone through my stash and found fabrics that are yellow or partially yellow, and then I've got one other make that is a little bit odd, shall we say. And I'll start with that one first. Now I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone with this one. It is World Book Day on the 7th of March, which is an event that children take part in where they dress up as a character from a book, or my children's school do dress up as a word. And so it's all about, obviously getting children to read more, etc, etc. So I have got 2 sons now. My older son, his idea this year, he was very much what he wanted to do. He said that he wanted to dress up in his pajamas, and because he's dressing up as a word, he's going to go with sleepy or snoozy. So he's going to just use pajamas that he's already got. I will be making him a face mask, but so that's one idea for him. Our younger son, however, decided he wanted to be a bee. He's 4. No, sorry, he's 5. He would tell me off for saying he's 4. And yes, he decided that he wanted to be a bee, and his word was going to be stripy. So, Mummy, can you make me a bee costume? So I thought, right, I need to think about this carefully, because I always like to see if, when I'm making stuff for the boys for a costume, whether it can be something that can be used on a more day-to-day basis as well. So what I thought that I would do is make first of all I thought I'd make a hoodie and tracksuit bottoms stripy. Then I thought to myself, he's been asking for one of those sort of wearable blanket things for ages. So I am going to make the Blaze blanket, which is by the DIY Bee Club. Now I think they may have rebranded their company, so if they have, I'm going to pop that detail in the description, etc. But here's a picture of what the stock photo looks like, probably this side. So my idea is to make the Blaze hoodie blanket, but make it stripy. So on that note, I'm not going to pull all this fabric out because it absolutely gets fluff everywhere. So I've got a yellow, fleecy, really soft, gorgeous yellow fabric, and then I couldn't get black, so he's got grey. He seemed quite happy with that, but I think that will look good enough with the the grey and the bright yellow. And then I've got some cuffing fabric that is kind of the same that I used on this. Well, this has faded a little bit, but yes, that'll be kind of a good match for that. So that's my first plan. A little bit different, shall we say. Not necessarily what Jess was thinking of for this challenge, but that's absolutely fine. I think the idea is just you sew something yellow. Now that I need to get done obviously very quickly, because 7th of March is rolling round, and then I have got 3 more fabrics that I could possibly use. One is a cotton jersey and 2 cotton fabrics, woven fabrics. So we'll start with the cotton jersey. This is I think I've got 3 meters of this, and it's been in my stash for ages. Got no idea what to make with it if I was to make something for myself. It's a little bit more than I would probably want to wear generally, although I think a kind of a t-shirt dress would look quite nice in this. I know that Wendy Ward, then the Wendy Ward Sewing for Knits, I think they've got a nice t-shirt dress in that, or in the Tilly and the Buttons Make It Simple, the Tabitha dress, the Tabitha the t-shirt, you can make that into a dress. Again, I'll put some images in. So that's a possibility for it. The other thing that, and I think this is probably what I had in mind when I picked this up, was to make some pyjamas for my husband. So that is also a possibility for that piece of fabric. Now, the next 2 pieces of fabric, one is this one here. Now this is gorgeous. Obviously it's got these bright yellow flowers, really giving that pop of yellow, and I really like it. I love the contrast of the dark blue with these greens, and obviously these gorgeous pops of yellow. And this is a cotton poplin fabric. Now this fabric is a cotton lawn fabric. This one is not so yellow, but it definitely has yellowy flecks within it. So this one is a possibility, but I think really I'm going to eliminate that one, because I don't feel necessarily it's, although actually I just quickly caught myself in the mirror with it, and that does look quite yellowy, so maybe I won't roll it out. Anyway, I'm always going to talk about these two fabrics together, not because I'm going to use them together, but because it's kind of going to be one or the other, and the patterns that I'm thinking of could be used for both pieces of fabric. So this is a cotton lawn, this is a cotton poplin. Now I've got 3 potential ideas for these two fabrics, and as I say, it's kind of an either or type scenario. The dresses that I'm thinking of are there's 4 potential options, and now there's me hurriedly trying to remember what they are. The Hinterland dress, which is by So Liberated, the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra dress, the Margot dress by Sew Over It, or the Marguerite dress by Sew Over It. So 4 potential options and 2 potential pieces of fabric. So what I think I'm going to do is let you guys decide. Or I'm going to put a vote up, basically. I'm going to put a poll on my community page, and I'd be really grateful if you could vote. So there's almost going to be 2 parts to the vote. Which fabric? I don't know quite how I'm going to do this, but I'll figure it out. Which piece of fabric? So we've got the floral fabric, or the speckles fabric, I'm going to call them, and then the 4 options. So we've got the Hinterland dress, the Lyra dress, the Margot dress, or the Marguerite dress. And by all means, if you want to put a comment of something else that you want me to consider, please pop that in the comments as well. But those are the options. So the flowery fabric or the speckled fabric, and those 4 dress options. So I'd really love some advice on which one you think I should make and which one you would think would work best with those fabrics. As I say, this one's a cotton lawn and this one is a cotton poplin. So thank you. So yeah, as I say, I will pop a poll up on my community page. I believe some people find it, I don't think tablets or iPads, for some reason you can view the community page, but you should be able to do it from a phone or a PC. So, but also if you want to just pop a comment in as well, I'll take it all into account when I'm deciding which one as pip the post, if you like. So yeah, as I say, thank you so much for anybody obviously that takes the time to do that, and yeah, I'll look forward to seeing what you guys think I should make. So I think that's about it from me today. Please do join in with the challenge. You need to post your make on Instagram on the 23rd of March. I think Jess also rolls it on to the 24th as well, just for the kind of time differences, but if you have in your mind the 23rd, 24th, obviously tagging in Jess, who is So What Have I Sew, and also using that hashtag Sew Yellow for Endo 24. So I really am looking forward to seeing everybody's makes and everybody's ideas for this. There is a whole vlogger tour going on for So Yellow for Endo for this year, and so I will pop the details in a screenshot here, but I'm sure if you head over to Jess's Instagram and also her video, you'll be able to find all those details as well, but just watch out for all the other vloggers that are coming up. So I think I will say goodbye for now, but I can't wait to see what everybody makes. Take care, happy sewing, bye bye.